I don't even know what I'm going to do here today. I've not really thought about it. Probably put some more beds to bed, I think. And looking down here, I'm pretty sure, is it the pepper down here? Remember, I'm sorry, I just wanted to check it. As on the approach down, I saw it. But the pepper here is ready for picking. Right, pepper ready and picked. Super duper. Right, okay, someone said to me in the comments of the video that went out a couple of weeks ago, leave your peppers in to overwinter, or leave your peppers to overwinter. Now, I'm going to presume that means just leave them where they are. Does that mean leave them where they are? And does it mean I have to cover them with a fleece? I have got fleece, you know, this thin fleece stuff. Does that mean I've got to cover them? Do just leave them? The whole bed is put to bed apart from the peppers. You know, they're just poking out. Should I just leave them? You tell me what to do and I'll listen to you, because I'm not going to touch them. So you tell me what to do. Right, okay, so that's my pepper. Right, should we see if it's, oh, it's the 30th. Let me put it with the apples that I forgot to take, actually. I picked some apples last week here. Forgot to take them. I think I might have that one in a minute. It's a little juicy one. Right, so how long's it been? Week, less than a week, I'm not sure. It's the 31st September now, like I say. So shall we see if we have, sorry, because virtually stuck you up my nose there. Shall we see if we've got any of these peas that have gone brown? It's always worth it. I know it's pretty similar to what I did last week, but you know, it's what happens at this time of year. A little bit of a harvest. You know, I've had a bit of a on-off sort of, a little bit of a stressful day today. Okay, so this is helping to come here. See what we've got. I don't often get stressed, but today is just a little bit stressful. Let's say. That's life, isn't it? That's life. But here we go. This shall ease my stress. Collecting beans. Are there any more? Tons of green ones. Absolutely tons. There's one here that's not quite brown. There's a couple here that are brown. Ooh. We might as well pick them. Right, so because I'm only like 2 videos up in front now, not like the usual 8 like last year, my winter videos might just be a little bit shorter. Okay, they might even just be 20 minutes, half an hour, rather than the usual 45 minutes, 50 minutes, that sort of thing. Just because there's going to be less and less stuff for me to do. Although, winter-wise, I do have the tabletop to do here. I just need to bring the rest of the tiles that I've got at home. I've mudlarked, okay. So that is definitely a project for the winter. And also, when everything's dead, I need to strengthen some structures, especially if I'm going to grow these whopper beans again. If I'm going to grow these beans, I definitely need to make sure that every structure is secure. So I know I secured these ones, but I'll just recheck them and just make sure they don't need anything else. Okay, you know what? I'll just put them bean pods down there. They can just rot on there. It's all compost, isn't it? You need it. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to unpod these, have a quick check for any more, and then let's do a bed or something. So there you go. There's a little haul of beans there. I should put them in the white paper bags. I need to get brown ones. I need to get some brown ones. Someone thought I was putting them in plastic bags. I said, oh no, they're the paper bags. Like the ones we grew stuff in. Right, where's the bean bag? Right, I'm just going to find the bag with the beans in. I'm just going to pop all the seeds in there. Oh, I forgot, it was hanging up. There you go. Seeds are hanging up in those. You probably can't see, but they're the biodegradable paper bags. But I want the brown ones, like I say. Right, okay, sweet corn's all dried now. I'll tell you what, let's have a look at the sweet corn on the way. We've still got tons more beans to go to seed. I mean, hundreds, literally hundreds. I'm not going to do anything with these sunflowers until they've all finished. These last ones are finished, and then we'll clear that. There's sweet corn on here that's left. I don't imagine it's going to amount to anything. 1 second, let's see if we can hook you on here. Put you down there to see what this is here. Let's see. It's a little dinky one, whatever it is. Oh, maybe. Oh, there you go. Super tiny. Only half of them thingy. But you know what these tiny ones are good for? Like this. At first I was throwing them in the compost heap, but actually I gave it to my hamster. This hamster's been really well fed this year. So fresh like that, I'll cut it up into 3. I'll give that to my hamster over a few days. Right, is there anything else on here? I think there's nothing else. Let me just pick. Should we just get rid of this? They've all gone to nothing. I'm not going to grow these ones again. Yes, I did get a dozen good ones, but there's so many that just didn't amount to anything. Let's just see. You might as well just have a look since we're here. So we'll get that leaf out your face. This thin thing, this can't have anything on it, surely. Surely. This did not materialise into anything. It didn't. Look at that. My hamster would probably still eat that, but it didn't amount to anything. Right, that's good. Right, we'll take that home. Right, okay, let's, let's start here. We're up here now, so we might as well carry on. Let's see if we can, I'm going to carry my tripod and you at the same time. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's start pulling this apart, I think. Right, let's get these sticks out. Let's get this temporary thing off it. So in the end, they didn't get eaten by anything, even without the shelter on it, did they? They just didn't grow. It just didn't grow into anything. Let's just get rid of this. It's a little bit in the way now. I'm going to poke my eyes out with these, if I can help it. There we go. Okay, let me just, oops. Oh my gosh, the smallest stick is the hardest stick to get out. Have it. Okay. Quickly, I'm just round the corner. Just round the corner, just leaning them up. So I can do this quick. Okay. Should we see if anything's lingering? That's nothing because that got half eaten. Something had a good feast on that one. Nothing left. Right, virtually right down to the bottom. Right, leave it on the, you know what? I'm going to leave that on the top of the birdhouse. Let the birds get that. Might do that in a second. I'll put it there for now. Okay, right, I need a tub for all the weeds and all the stuff that needs to go in the compost. So let me go and find a tub. Right, I've got a yellow bucket now. Yellow bucket, just look, just in case we can give some to the birds on the bird table. I didn't do that at all, did they? Never mind. I'll stick with the golden yellowy ones, I think. I don't even think it's even worth the effort to peel it, have a look inside it. No, it's not. Can't be bothered. Nothing came of it. Mine, that's quite a big, substantial plant, that as well. Let's pull out some dinky ones. Even so, they just didn't go that much further than the bag. Honestly, I can't. You've heard me say it, and I can't say it enough. Honestly, so disappointed. So disappointed with the bag. That's one's got one on. I know it's probably not even worth it, but let's go for it, just in case we've got another one we can save to dry. But yeah, I think my videos over winter are going to be shorter because I'm more up to date with my filming this year than I was last year. Just because some people found it confusing, even though I was giving the date, they were finding it confusing that I was talking about things that I'd done months ago. But I can always say if this isn't, oh, that's a black one. Look at that colour. Oh, look at that colour. Oh, the dominant colour on that is the black. Right, that one is going to be dried. I'm going to hang that up and dry it. Yeah, it's not a tutorial, this. I rarely have any ideas, any thingy ideas that are any good. So let me just hang that up. Oh, a few missing on there, but don't matter. For a decorative one, excuse me, it's the first one I've got that's black. Okay, right, let's get rid of that one. The root system's a bit better on that one, not in a bag. Look, very much longer, the ones that aren't in a bag. Just shows you. Still extremely disappointing though. Let me just get rid of them. Nah, eaten. The ones on here were eaten. Okay. Right, so you know the score. I don't. Oh, hang on, there's one more. We'll just do this one more together, and then I'm just going to pull everything out, and I'll come back when everything is out of there. One sec. Let's just do this last one. There's one last one. Two last ones. Let's see if we get at least a different colour. Oops, dominating one. Oh, this is tiny. If there's anything on this, it's tiny. No. Just not fertilised. That would have been a dark one. Would have been a dark one as well. Give that to the birds. Put that end off. I might just throw it down there for the birds, actually. Throw it down there for the birds. Okay, one last one, and I'm going to pull it all up, and I'll bring you back when it's empty. Torture, isn't it? That feels like another one that's not been fingered. Yeah, nothing at the top, it's all at the bottom. Ugh. At least my compost is going to do well this year. Jeez, this is worse than a pass the parcel. No blooming prize. That's all clear. Look at that one. And the dominant one on that one was all clear. Throw that down for the birds. Right, okay, I'm just going to do that. I broke my bunting. I snapped my bunting. So I'll get a piece of string in a minute and tie it back up together. But this very last one, would you look? That one was a hard one to pull up. That was a really hard one to pull up. I can't see the bag on that one. No bag on that one. Look at the difference. And that was the biggest one. Right, I'm going to put it in the compost. I'm going to get a piece of string and we'll just mend that bit of the bunting that I've just snapped by being too vigorous. Oh, just remembered while I'm up here, and we put some seeds in. I think we did. You know what? And I think it was a couple of weeks ago now. So I know it's winter, so everything takes a lot longer. But once I've put all this in here, I think we should have a look. There were some seeds that we planted with the... I wish I could remember what it was. Some seeds we planted with... I can't bother. Let them get mushy. I can't bother chopping them up just now. I'll wait for them to rot a bit. Seeds we planted with the sweet corn. I'll get it out in a second. And seeds we planted in the white in there, didn't we? Right, so let's check the sweet corn ones. They're not sweet corns, they're in the sweet corn bit. It was a couple of rows, wasn't it? So, I don't even know. Is it even... I don't even know if the water's still on, but a couple there. Few there. They look like they're dying. Nasturtiums, ignore them. They look okay, but I've no idea what they were. They don't look that great, do they? Hang on, let me turn that over. Stepping stone. Okay. As for this, ooh, well, I'm going to say that is a no. Not unless we just keep waiting, because it's got a couple of tassels on there. It's too late, in my opinion, it's too late. But you know what? It's a plant. It's a plant and it's looking okay, isn't it? Right, so we did sow some seeds in here, and I think, being efficient, I kept the label in here. So, because you know me, I always start out with good intentions of labelling things, and then, ooh, well, what do you know? Right, here we go. Greenhouse is the future. What's that? That was the Calabrese Iron Man. I think that may be the one that looked like broccoli. Thank goodness I kept that in there. But look at those. There you go. Ooh, see? We'll see how it goes. But yes, I think utilising these in the winter might be a really, really good option, actually. So, got success with that. I cut some of those last time, the leaves, for Molly's friend, my daughter's friend. Right, let's have a look. What did we put in here? We put something here, but it doesn't look like there's anything in there, does there? Not that I can see through that. Oh, yes. Now, that was garlic chives. And I'm going to say that they look very much like garlic chives to me. So greenhouses are the future. Right, might throw something else in there at some point over winter. So we've got that one we can use. I will put the other one back on there when I've cleaned the bed down there. I've taken this down. So we can sow quite a few things in there, I think, because that's quite a big one. I don't know how long these will last, but, you know, if they stop growing, I'll sow some seeds in there. A few greenhouses there. Right, okay. Let's get back to the sweet corn down there. Now we've put that all in the compost. Oh, I've left my thing up there. Right, okay. Well, let's get a weeding tool. A trowel is the word I'm looking for. Weeding tool. Look, and nasturtiums are blooming growing now. Didn't grow when I wanted them to, did they? Still got lavender. Still got lavender on my lavenders there. Lavender flowers. Love lavender. Love lavender, as you know. Right, okay. Anyway, don't get sidetracked. Take that hula hoop inside. Right, let's start weeding on here, I think. I might as well just pull them out by hand. Actually, let's mend this thing that I ripped to pieces with the sweet corn. Yep, it's a bit vigorous and wasn't watching what I was doing. Okay, here's what it is. I think I'll definitely have to put the new one on. But in the spring, I'm not going to do it in the winter because everything just gets grubby. Everything just gets too grubby. Right, it's better than nothing. There you go, it's up, it's ready. And I have to go and get my pink bucket anyway, so I got myself a trowel. Got myself a little bit of a trowel, right. I'm just going to weed this bit now. I could have quite easily 10 times over saved my cardboard for these beds, you know, like I did last year. But even digging in here now, still here, still not rotted. Still not rotted away. And I just didn't like the look of it. And I just didn't like, sowing the seeds in it, putting the plants in it. I just didn't enjoy the cardboard. But I could quite easily have saved the cardboard to cover it over 10 times. I really, really could. So I think I'm going to just go back to Strulch. I've got this little bit of a bag here and I've got 2 other full bags over there. So, you know, I don't need to be skimpy with it. These are all left over from last year. So I could, when it comes on offer again, I think I shall snap it up because I like to have more. I like to have more than I need. Oops, sorry. So this is what I do with Strulch, just to get it ready for the winter, make it look neat and tidy, stop any weeds forcing up through in the spring. It's supposed to stop slugs as well when you've got plants in, but I don't know. It might do. I don't get too much slug damage, do I, to be fair. Didn't even need those slug traps that I made. Right, I'm just going to open a fresh bag of this Strulch to stick it in that corner there. I really hope the water is still on because I haven't got any wipes here, I don't think. Don't think so. So let's hope the water's still on. I might have a towel, but I need water. Yeah. We'll see. But I should have checked it really before I got my hands dirty. Look at that, nice and dry. Nice and dry Strulch. Just needs a little bit for that corner really. Don't want to do it too thin. Don't want to be too skimpy with it. Don't want to create more work for myself in the spring with stuff. Popping out, what do you think? Looks a bit better, doesn't it? Right, that's another bed put to bed. Let's go and see what we can do next. I don't know why we bother, but shall we just have a look in here in the loofah house and see if anything at all, oops, is going on. Oh, stop. If anything at all is going on in here. So we won't even bother opening both zips. I think the answer to that is no. There is nothing going on loofah-like in here. Oh, it's a snail. There's a great big massive snail there though. I thought for one second I was growing a loofah But nope. Oh, you great big massive disappointment. What can I do? Right, come on, has anyone grown a loofah? If you've grown a loofah, give us a clue. Give me a clue what to do in our Manchester weather. In our very unpredictable weather. Right, okay. Let's see what we can do. You know what? Let's get rid of the other cucumbers. There. Those two wigwammy things. Let's get rid of that. Oh, one last onion. One little wayward onion. Thought I had more. Thought I had 2 or 3. Must have took them. Right, I'm going to take that. Coming home with me. There you go. A lovely big onion. That was a success. That's coming home. Right, come on. Let's put this bit to bed now. They were just normal cucumbers. Oh no, I keep forgetting to show you something. I forgot last time as well. The kohlrabi. Right, remember we saved 3 kohlrabi. That one is coming into a little bit of something, but look at that one. Look. I don't even know what it is. What's a kohlrabi? But look, they are growing. We saved 3, remember, in those. We put them in that just to protect them when they were little. I did have a fear of those, but actually it was a nice little greenhouse actually. But look, that's the biggest one so far. That one, it's still growing obviously. There you go. Look, growing. Yeah, every time I've come here, forgot to tell you. Right, come on, let's not get sidetracked anymore. Let me put you on the post. Let me get my pink bucket. I shall narrate everything, don't worry. Right, let's hop over the fence. Let's just hop over the fence. A bit stuck for space here. Should remove that stalk. We can pop that up there, can't we? Because the onion bed is finished now. Right, okay. So, armed with our pink bucket, let's get rid of all this dead stuff. The little ones that never amounted to anything. There was a couple. These are a bit spiky, actually. Ouch. They are a bit spiky. Right. So that's the idea. I could even pull the actual structures up because it's only bamboo. The other structure was a bit more hefty, that's why I left it in. Right. Oh my God, that just made it harder. That just made it harder. Right. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to untangle this, get it in the bucket, and then do that one. And I'll bring you back. Okay, what I'm going to do now is weed it. I didn't actually send you away, let alone bring you back. But you know what weeding looks like. I'm just going to do this section here, just this bit here. So it meets that one there. I'll just give it a bit of a dig and then I'll just go around pulling up all the bits of plants, making sure I get as many roots as I can. What I have noticed about these beds this year, the soil seems really quite healthy. You know, whether it's got the nutrients in is another thing, but it seems a lot healthier than it did last year and the year before. I don't know, maybe it's the structure put in, maybe it's a chicken manure pellets, bit of manure as well. Maybe, I don't know. Right, now this bed, more or less weeded, and it's still got tons of the stalk on from when I planted everything. So I'm just going to chop it all back up. It all adds goodness, doesn't it? And it's filling these beds up nicely every year with a little bit more fresh stuff. Okay. There we go. I just find it easier to just put everything to bed, you know, methodically and like this. It looks neater, which means you don't get you don't get to feel like overwhelmed or anything. Right, you know what? We're here at this one. Let's just turn you around a little bit. Get rid of that. To there. 1 second. Turn you down to here, and we will get rid of that. That's my onion. Don't let me forget my onion. Hardly any weeds in here as well. When I originally filled this last year, it was with them, mainly with them, you know, them coir bricks you get. It's like something like 20 litres in one brick, but it's a really condensed dry thing. The majority of that was filled with that, to be honest. So we'll get some stalk on it now. I've had chicken manure pellets in it because obviously it needed goodness. But it's empty now, so it deserves to be put to bed like all the others for winter. So yep, the next time I film here, it's going to be October. It soon passes, doesn't it? Gosh, I can still remember thinking, gosh, when's it going to be light enough for me to go to the allotment after work? It was about March, I think it was the end of March, beginning of April, where there was time for me to finish work and then get here for at least an hour. And each week it just got a little bit longer. Right, there you go. So, successful here. We've got an onion. We've put this section to bed now. What's going on here? You know what? This is a goner. Let's just go for it. Let's just carry on with this here, the sweet peas. Let's carry on here. Sorry. Here, maybe. The sweet peas. I can stand on here now. Have we got any seeds? I have picked a lot already, so if there's any more, I'll just grab them now before we yank all this out. I'm pretty confident we've got the majority. I'll just stick them in my pocket. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this corner bit to bed now. You know, this floor. I'm going to pull everything out. Seeds. Pull everything out and then put some stalks down. You know how that goes. So there we have it, this corner here, which was the crystal lemon cucumbers and the normal cucumbers, 2 sorts of normal gherkins, sorry, and then the sweet pea tower all put to bed, and the onions put to bed. And there was an apple dropped down off that tree, so it dropped down. And there's another one there, dropped down, so I'm going to eat that. I think I'm going to have that. A freshly dropped apple of my onion, please. Don't let me forget my onion. Right, but so jobs-wise, what? Don't forget also, so we've got, in winter, what can we do in winter? In winter, we have definitely got that tabletop, but I don't want to do that tabletop in one video because I think it'd be a bit boring. I don't know, what do you think? Do it all. I've got enough tiles at home. Oh, that needs to go in the compost. I've got enough tiles at home, that's for sure, to cover it over. So I think that might be done over a couple of videos. I suppose it's just more of the same, isn't it? Putting stuff to bed. Now, while the flowers have still got flowers on them, I'm not going to cut them down because it's still got cornflowers on. Look, still got cornflowers on. Still got the yellow flowers, whatever they are, whatever that is. Some more flowers behind there. So I'm not going to touch this flower bed just yet. Probably the best time to touch it is when we get the frost and it kills off all these flowers here. But just look, they did so fantastically, didn't they? They did so well. And I'm very hopeful for this next year. I've let the seeds drop down because this, although it doesn't seed the first year, it doesn't flower the first year, it does flower after that all the time then. So I'm looking forward to that. But talking of jobs that need doing in the winter, always always need to tidy the floor because I've been, and the kids have been, and it's messy, right? And we don't, sometimes we nip off very quickly, but not just at the kids' bit, at my bit. There's like pots there, look, random kids' spade, coffee cup here, right, all bits and peat boxes and this and that, and so that is another job I like to go around and tidy up. So I'm not going to do it now, let's save it for when it's really dull. There's really nothing going. And also, as you know, this just gets messier and messier and messier and messier all throughout the summer, and the winter time is when we sort it out properly. Right, let's see what's going on underneath here. These are drying out nicely. Lovely big seeds. We collected them last time, so I don't need to do it again. Right, garlic. Let's keep you dry because, where are we? End of October, beginning of November, you are going, that's what's going to go. The garlic that didn't amount to anything that we grew, that will go in that little polytunnel over there. In the little greenhouse, I think, the garlic. I might just buy some extra in case that doesn't work. I could do like half of my cloves, probably not going to work, and then half of the cloves that do work. Right. Need to fill the bird feeder. I told you it goes down really, really quick. Here we go, fill it again. I'm just going to fill that. So the little birdies, I've got something to eat. Oh, and the water is on. So I've just washed my hands and I've washed that apple. And that apple is absolutely delicious, by the way. Very, very tasty. Right, peanuts first. Peanuts. Oh, I've used all the fat ones now. Thought I'd used all the fat balls then. Okay, I have used all the fat. Oh, I've dropped it and never get it back. The little birds can get in there. Not to worry. It's there you go. Okay, fat ball's gone. I'm just now getting a jug and filling it with the bird seed. There you go. Scoop of the bird seed. Right, there you go. There you go. Oops. A bit more level. Thank goodness I did that hook after 12 months of waiting. There you go, bird feed. Nicely fed. Nicely filled, not fed. Birds will be fed. The bird feeder is filled. Right, I'm just sat here thinking, and eating my apple about this area at the back here. You know, the area behind the polytunnel. Because I'm going to clear it next year. Oh, maybe over the winter. That could be a winter job, couldn't it? When everything's died down. So I'm thinking I could clear it. Should we go and have a look? Come on, go and have a look so you're not watching me eat an apple. Okay. So this is where we got. So I've got something to go here. Right, those I'm going to put by the pond. I'm going to put those up by that big pond over there. Right, there's room for it. So they'll be gone, but something else will be here, which will go, I think, there to there like that. Okay, if it's a kids thing. But it could also, what I'm going to put there, could also go at the back there. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got. Okay, got another apple there. These apples are just dropping off everywhere. Right, brambles are going to take over otherwise. Right, I have got 2 plastic tubs, outdoor boxes, sorry, filled with soft play. I don't look after babies. I don't have babies. I have 3 or 4 year olds. Right, I'm going to get rid of it. Going to offer it back to the person who gave it me. If she don't want it, I'm just going to bin it. Right, I've also got the boulders there. Never used them. Kids never used them. They didn't take to them. Never took to them. Bin. I'm going to put them in the bin. There's 2 compost bins there. I can only see 1. yeah, there is two behind it, right? One behind it, sorry. That's probably got a bit of decent soil in it, actually. Not much. I didn't put that much in it, did I, in the first year? But still a little bit of decent soil in the bottom, probably, by the time we get around to doing it. So a lot of stuff there I can bin, right? Lots of stuff I can just bin, right, to clear that space. It'll be a step down to it, right? So we'll have whatever toy it is I'm going to have here. It's a wooden water tray thing that has slopes on it and different things for putting water in and whatnot. Okay, and then a step down. So if I do a decent sort of step down, and then might make some sort of fence out of the decking. Maybe might cut it in half, make a low fence, just to neaten it off a bit, maybe, and level it off. Put this on, and then hopefully we'll get some more wood chip. And put that on it. So wood chip at the back as well. Get rid of all that green thing. Somebody should have that as a pond, actually. I will put it on the thing, the WhatsApp thing, the group for the allotment, to see if anybody wants it for their allotment, if they can use it to put it as a pond, soft play, maybe they want it for whatever home. It's probably full of spiders though. I'll put it in my house. Full of spiders. But anyway, I will see if anybody wants the stuff first before I throw it away. There are some stuff that has to be thrown away, right, because it's been outside for so long. I'll see if anybody wants the compost bins, etc. But I'm thinking, there's no reason why the kids can't play at the back of there. No reason why they can't grow anything there. There's no point in putting a greenhouse there. We've been lucky here. It does get a little bit of the sun, right, at the back still here in this little spot. You can see it's a bit of a dappled sun now even, right? So it does get some sun here. But there, no chance. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that's growing there. So, come on people, ideas. Shall I do that? Shall I do a step down, put the weed membrane down, put the wood chip over, and then put some more things for them to play with? Maybe even move those two mud kitchens down to there. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? I'll keep my seating here probably, but if it was really, really hot, actually it's a really good shaded place to play, because sometimes I have to put a shelter up in the day to get the shade on them for them to be able to play and not be in the sun. So, it's a good job I'm talking about it with you, actually, making me think. I do have to put a shade up sometimes, but that is always shaded at the back. Always shaded at the back, so that will make a great place for them to have dinner when it's really, really sunny. You know, on them very, 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 very super rare days when we get sun. And I mean super rare, probably 2 or 3 times I brought the kids this year when it was super sunny. So, yeah, I'm thinking yes. What do you think? What do you think about that space there? I can't grow anything. Sorry, can't grow anything in it. It's just a step down from there. I have put an edge on already, if you remember, when I did this space. I edged it. It's probably even got paving stone there. But there will be something here. So I'll do a step all the way along, a step down. Get rid of everything that's there. Give it away first. And if nobody wants it, I'll just take it to the tip. Take it to anything that could be recycled will go in the recycle bins. But otherwise, tipping it. What do you think? So I think that's enough for today. We've done a few little jobs, haven't we? And, you know, everything is still looking nice. We've got the odd little bit of colour, the odd little bit of growth. There's always some nice nasturtiums to see us out through to winter, isn't there? So thank you so much for watching. This size of video is probably going to be what we're going to be doing now up until end of January, I would think. I'm going to say this sort of length of video. Otherwise, I just won't have enough videos to fill the spot. Right, I've now got apple all between my teeth, so I'm going to sort myself out. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I shall see you next week. And let's see what we can do next week. Bye.